Hello, I'm Luke, occupational therapist at Functional Focus Therapy. As part of our commitment to make information accessible to as many people as possible and to connect with our broader community, we'll be bringing you some informational videos about our work. Today we're here to talk about activities of daily living, or ADLs. This is a great starting point because how an individual can participate and engage in their specific activities of daily living is the cornerstone of occupational therapy as a discipline. Actually, occupational therapy gets its name from the old meaning of the word occupation, which was anything that occupies your time. The words occupation and activity can normally be used interchangeably. So, what are ADLs? Simply, ADLs are the daily living tasks that each individual or family does because they want to or need to do them. If we think about this statement carefully, things that people want or need to do, it can be a little overwhelming because it's so broad. What I want to do in my life is going to be different to what you do in your life, which is different to what other people do in their lives. Typically speaking, what's important to people is influenced by their family situation, values, culture, context, interests, beliefs, health, peer group, and the list goes on. So how can occupational therapy be experts in all of these things? Great question. We're not. You guys are the experts. No one knows the ins and outs of you or your family's lives better than you. It's our role to work alongside clients and their families to learn about what's important and use our clinical knowledge to break things down so supports can be trialled to build more independence or competence in some or all of the task. Within occupational therapy, ADLs are considered in three quite broad categories. Number one, self-care. Self-care ADLs encompass tasks that are related to health, hygiene, and or mental well-being. Using examples from my own world, self-care tasks would include things like getting dressed, showering, using the toilet, sleep, meditation, and exercise. Number two, productivity. Productivity tasks are anything that someone might do for a productive purpose, a means to improve, work toward, or achieve something. Again, in my experience, this could be things like study, paid work, volunteering, future planning, and even creating this video. Lastly, number three, leisure. Simple. What people do for enjoyment. Reading, baking, surfing, going for coffee, music, whatever fills your cup. We can sometimes take leisure for granted, but just think of the impact on your life if you had difficulty or are unable to engage in these tasks anymore. It's really important. Even within these categories, there can be differences from person to person because the function of an activity might change. For example, a casual jogger might use running as a leisure ADL, while an elite marathoner might see running as more of a productive task. We can also think about ADLs in age categories as well. Once again, these are really general examples across quite broad age ranges, but I'm sure you'll be able to apply your own specific examples to your life as you listen and reflect. People of all ages have things they want or need to do, including our newborn babies, right up until the end of life. 0 to 2-year-olds, our infants and toddlers, have many ADLs they may be required to engage and participate in on a daily basis, such as sleep, feeding, nappy changes, exploration of their environments, foundational social connections, and early play. 3 to 5-year-olds, ADLs for this age group could be using a toilet more independently, peer socializing, preschool, and all the tasks that are required within that, fantasy play, independently and with others, drawing, introduction to structured sports or activities, dressing, being part of a cooking or baking activity, and many, many more. 6 to 11-year-olds. Primary school age children's occupations could include homework, sleepovers, birthday parties, packing lunch and school bag, sports, creative arts, etc. 12 to 17-year-olds. Moving into adolescence and teenagerhood, ADLs might extend to tasks like learning to use public transport or ways to access the community, social media, parties, dating, chores and assignments. 18 plus. When we think about young adults and things they might want or need to do, we may consider ADLs such as paid work, further study, car or vehicle maintenance, managing finances or banking, parenting, travel, managing groceries, etc. I'm sure I've heard these things clustered under an umbrella term of adulting, which may help it make sense in your mind. I'll say it one last time. All the examples and categories of ADLs we've discussed in this video are general and probably biased by my own life experiences. ADLs in the full sense of the concept reach far and wide and are influenced by so many things, with none more or less important than any other. From a therapeutic perspective, having an understanding of what ADLs are and being able to relate them to your own personal situation is really important in goal setting and planning for desired outcomes. If you are considering professional therapeutic supports, please always remember, if it's not something that you or your loved one want or need to do, then don't sweat it. Thank you so much for being on board today. We hope you enjoy this video and all the other videos in our library. See you next time. Bye.